Right, guys, tickets are still on sale for my tour. We're going all over the gaff. I'm talking Cambridge, Derby, Manchester, Liverpool, Southend. We're going everywhere. We've also just announced some dates in Dublin, Belfast, and Cambridge. All right? All me Irish gals, you're welcome. And maybe we're doing some dates in London. You think I forgot? Come on now. So make sure you go and buy tickets now. Otherwise, you're going to miss out and you're going to be a big loser. God bless. Welcome back to another episode of Saving Grace. And today, we've got a solo. Woo! Missed ya. Got a lot to catch up on. Going to be answering some of your questions. Why can't I speak? Questions. I'm not drunk. I am sober currently. So, yeah, let's get into it. Someone's hexed my 2025. Cat is dead. Nan is dead. Don't know what's going on. I think someone's put an evil eye on me. I'm not sure. But yeah, very confused. And if everyone else could cling on. Because, I always get told at really dramatic times. I got told my cat was dead on this pod set. I just finished. I don't remember who I was interviewing, but my mum sent me a text going, Monty's dead. I thought, couldn't have worded that nicer. And then I'm on my way to Loose Women. I'm driving there. It's about 7 a.m. Mum calls, Grandma's died. I thought, fucking hell. Although it wasn't a shock because she was 97, but I don't know if I want to live that long, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. 97 felt very extreme. She was a few years off the King's letter, but, you know, I don't even think he signs them at this point. Imagine how many people reach 100. He'd be signing that shit all day. So, yeah, I don't know. That was just food for thought. I don't know what the King does. Hope his fingers are well. Anyway. Hex 2025, long may that fucking stop there. Noodle is good. You may have noticed he hasn't been here for a while. He's just enjoying his time at home, really. I feel like the travelling was quite a lot. I didn't want to keep putting him in my car. So he's been at home. He's got a thing recently where he keeps trying to lick bum holes. And I'm not really sure like what that's about, but he'll try and go under the covers at night and like lick our bums. So he's now banned from the covers. We sleep like Tutankhamun, like all wrapped up, so we can't get underneath. I don't know. I think he's a bit of a perv because he likes nipples too. So yeah, I don't know who we have to see about that, but he's a bit of a pervert. I mean, he does live with 2 lesbians, so who can blame him? But yeah, he's also my son, so that was weird to say. So I'm sorry. Anyway, Noodle's good. He'll be back soon, probs. But yeah. So I've been going to a lot of Ella's games. She's got 2 more games left. And I went to this one. It was at Felixstowe, up the fucking tractors, whatever it is. And we were at Felixstowe and she fell. This vicious girl pushed her over. I thought, get off her. And she fell. And she got up and she was fine. But there was like something sticking out of her arm. And I was like, what is that? And then she went over to the corner and was like, my arm. And then she looked at her arm and then like fell to the floor. She started crying. I was like, oh my God, my angel. So everyone rushes over and they gave her gas and air and they come up to me. They go, can you drive her to A&E? I'm like, absolutely. So I'm fucking driving her to A&E and she's going, right, well, let's go to one closer to home. So we go to Queen's Hospital in, I think it's Chelmsford or something. The gas and air ran out, which was devastating for Ella, but also devastating for me because I was hoping for a little puff in the hospital. But what can you do? So we get there and this girl was being so dramatic. She's like, my arm! Like she's making a scene. She's like, I can't see it. The pain is too much. We're sat in fucking A&E for about 3 hours, right? I'm trying to make Ella laugh. We go into the doctor's office, like where they give you your little rundown. And the doctor leaves and I thought this will cheer her up. I'll do some like doctor role play. So I'm like, oh, so what are you? She tells me to shut up. So I thought, right, she really is in pain. Because I thought that will cheer her up. I thought I was going to do like you're going to have to strip and get on the bed. But she didn't find that funny. Anyway, we have an x-ray. We sit for another hour. We get called in. She's fucking bruised it. Her arm was bruised. After all of that, it was bruised. We got home at 7 p.m. I thought, and I don't like going to A&E either as well, by the way. I was literally like, are you sure it's broken? Like, she was like, babe, the season's over for me now. Like, I've broken my arm. Like, this is it. She's being really pessimistic. She fucking bruised it. She was training again the next day. So it was just fucking ridiculous. But Glad she's okay, obviously. She just loves it. But glad she got to have a bit of gas in her. You know, that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask for your girlfriend. So yeah, that's, I think, all the dramas that's been happening. Me and Ella are good. I need to clear up a rumour. The other day we were doing a Q&A and we were literally crying with laughter. Because someone asked us a question like, what was your first thought when you saw Grace naked? Which is a fair question, actually, because many people would, you know, always want the answer to that. And we were like crying with laughter and everyone thought we were stoned. And I need to put out there that we weren't high, we weren't stoned, we weren't on anything. We were just high on life. So yeah, I need to clear up that rumour. I was in Cal Freezy's YouTube video. He did like a death row meal place. And I want to fucking start this. So Cal, if you're watching, this is for you. He rated me fucking 7 out of 10. Some took him to a breakfast bar and he rated that higher than my Blacklock steak place. They give you this platter full of meat and like bread and it's like eating like some sort of Viking. It was incredible. He gave it a 7. But all the comments were like, number one, that I was a goalkeeper, but second of all, that I'm really inappropriate. And I just think these people they don't know me. They haven't seen my content, which is obvious. I feel like Cal Freezy's viewers wouldn't watch my shit. But yeah, everyone's always shocked about how no filter. The other day when Ella hurt her arm, she had a cast on and someone asked me, they went, what's Ella done? And I just went, oh, it's just the fingering got out of hand and no one laughed. And I was like, oh, I thought that was a really good one, but no one laughed. But anyway, yeah, I don't even know what I went on a tangent about. Being inappropriate, that's what I was going on about. Everyone keeps saying I'm really inappropriate recently. And I've actually been struggling on Loose Women. I met Janet on Loose Women. Must talk about this. So I was really scared actually to meet Janet. And I'd said to the producers, I said, just long this off for as long as possible. Just long it off, because I was really scared. And then the day came. I walk in and there's a little whiteboard and it tells you who you're on with. Jane, brilliant. Kelly, brilliant. Janet. And my heart went to my arse. I thought, oh my God, Janet Streetport. Anyway, she was okay. She was all right. She'll get to the fucking point. I'll give her that. She will get to the point. But I think she warmed up to me actually towards the end because we bonded because she was in Neighbours. And because I was a virgin and was bullied at school, I used to love watching Neighbours, which probably contributed to that. But she was in it twice. So I was like, fuck off, Janet. Like, what episodes were you in? And then she was in Benidorm too. And she really enjoyed Benidorm. So I think we bonded over that. But all in all, terrifying. Wouldn't want to fuck about with her. But she was all right to me. So take that. But apparently I also caught her on a good day. She said that. She was like, you know, on my levels of being like rude, I'm on a good day. And I thought, well, thank God. Because I'm not confrontational. I'm not confrontational at all. So yeah, we'll see. But so far, so good. Denise Welch. So one thing, I had to message Denise the other day because I saw on Twitter, it was like Denise Welch missing in air balloon, like accident. And I was like, fuck, she's actually my favourite panellist. We actually can't have this. And I believed all of it. Like it was like, you know, worldwide spread for missing Denise Welch. So I messaged her. I said, Denise, like, oh my God, is this true? And then I saw her story. It wasn't true. But I don't know why, but people always put fake stories about Denise up and it makes me fucking scream. Like there's a Twitter page specifically for it and I follow it. I don't know if that's rude to follow it, but I do follow it because I find it really funny. It's like Denise Welch glasses someone at pub. Like I just think, what have you done today? I love it. But I messaged her. Anyway, she commented on one of my tour promos because it said iconic guests. And she said, well, I haven't been asked. And I thought, should we get Denise on? Can we comment whether you'd like Denise? Because I love her. And one thing about Denise, right, is you can't see it on Loose Women because you actually have to sort of keep a lot of stuff in for Loose because it's a daytime telly. When I fucking tell you this incredible woman has got the most insane stories I have ever heard, I think she would tell them on the tour because it's live. She has lived a life. Imagine if I did a Loose Women special. Maybe I will. Everyone's like, no. No, but maybe, I don't know. I just think people see Loose Women as these tame. None of those women are tame. The shit these women talk about is incredible. Like, I wish I had a camera in the meeting room, which I can't because I get fired. But yeah, they are another level of women. Especially Jane. I feel like Jane is misunderstood. She's actually She's incredible. And she's very to the point, which I like. Anyway, tour, which is what I was moving on to. I am excited / nervous for tour. Last tour was... I took 30 years off my life last tour. I'm going to be honest. If you came, you know. Like, there were some nights that I was so drunk that I don't remember the shows. All I remember was my hairstylist at the time on stage with both of his legs round his head and biting one of the dancers' shoulders. I think that was Wales. I don't know what was going on, but I also just think it was just insane. And this year I want to vlog the entire fucking thing. And I'm not talking like, I know last year we uploaded like a little shitty 5-minute vlog. No, I want to do like a tour series of just everything that happens. Even like behind the scene. What you probably don't know is pre-show, I'm getting painted head to toe in fake tan, my hair pulled left, right and centre, makeup being done, all while I'm having cold flannels on me because I'm having a panic attack until the Prosecco comes out. And then I feel all right. But this year we're a lot more organised and I think it's going to be fun. Obviously, I'm still going to get pissed as a fart and I'm very excited for Ireland again. I think Ireland's just one of those places that's like a religious experience. They have been trying to get me to get a tour bus and I'm umming and ahhing. More umming. Because the thing is, I get travel sick, guys. And it's all right when you're on a train and you're going like Glasgow to fucking Birmingham because you can get there in like 3 hours. On a bus, that's going to take you 4 days. That's going to take me 4 days and 4 sick bags. It's just, I don't know if it's for me. I can't do it. I know people, it's like bougie, like we're on tour, but we're not the Sex Pistols, we're Saving Grace. And I think we must remember that. You can't get too big for your boots. We actually had a TV company come up to me and ask to do a reality show about like while we were on tour. And I thought, that's really cool. And then I remembered none of that could be shown. None of that could be shown. The shit I'm saying, and also the explosive shits I'm having before a show, none of that can go on telly. But I met this guy the other day, he's a comedian, and he is doing 178 dates for his tour. And I thought, you couldn't fucking pay me. I'm doing 178. You might as well just live in a tent and just travel around like that. Feels insane. But yeah, I feel like you're going to be really excited for the guests I've got. We've got money. So hopefully we're getting bigger, better guests. Speaking of bigger and better guests, I'll come back to tour, but I had the Basement Yard on. I need to preface that a lot, actually. So I've been a big fan of the Basement Yard for a long time. I listen to their pod. I think they're hilarious. Anyway, they came to London for their tour and we managed to get them on. I don't know how, but we managed to get them on. I'd filmed Cal Freezy's video. So I have 2 wines at, I'm going to say breakfast. Then at lunch, me and my producer, Georgia, she goes, there's a wine bar next door. I said, we must go. So we go to the wine bar. I'm going to say we have about 5 wines there each. Okay? It's natural wine, by the way. So we're not talking any of this like, you know, the chicken wine. We're talking like real shit. So at this point, I'm pissed. Yeah? I'm half cut. Right? We get in here into the pod and we then open champagne. That entire podcast, I don't remember. I was fucked. I was so drunk, and the next day I woke up in my bed like The Exorcist. I didn't remember a thing. I did not remember a single fucking thing. I have the fear. I don't know if they probably think I've got a problem. So I've turned up filming and it was like 2 p.m. Pissed as a fart, like genuine. And my other producer, George, walks in, he goes, stinks of wine in here. I thought, shut the fuck up. And it did, and it wasn't the room, it was me. It was me that stank of wine. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm really embarrassed. I'm not going to watch it back. But if you notice that I'm slurring the entire time and making unfunny jokes, that's fucking why, because I was pissed as a fart. So, yeah. That was Basement Yard. I can't believe you got them on. I hope you guys enjoyed that pod because I'm trying to get some more Americans. I don't know why I went Australian, but I'm trying to get some more like American people in here. Get the views back up. Do you know what I mean? The bills need to be paid. Hold on. Back to tour. Actually, sorry, quickly. I think we need to scrap. Obviously, at the end of my pod, I always go, what advice would you give to Saving Grace? No one watches my pod that comes on this pod. And it's clear. I'm not expecting them to. But whenever I ask them that question, they're like, what do you mean? What save? It's me. I send them in the email as well. You send them in the email? Georgia in the email sends, and by the way, you'll be asked this at the end. None of the bastards understand. And it's happened now to the last 6 guests. I have to explain, and it's getting embarrassing. I don't even know if me explaining makes the edit, but it happens every single time. And I can only imagine you guys cringing for me while it's happening. So I just feel like maybe I need to scrap it because I don't need any advice. And now this is the advice I'll get. Because before it was like, don't shit in an alleyway or stop getting chlamydia. Now it's like, you don't need any advice. Like, you're doing amazing. No, fuck that. I want you to tell me, practice Kegels to make your vagina tight, or fake tan on a Thursday so you're ready for the weekend. Give me something I can use. No one gives me advice now that I can use. So yeah, I am pissed off. So yeah, that could be going. But, I know you guys don't like change, so I'll see. Anyway, back to tour. We have been struggling, actually, and I'll be honest with you here, with the big finish. Last year, it was male strippers. It doesn't really fit with the lesbian theme this year. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I don't think Ella would be happy if I changed it to female strippers. Yeah, I think that could be the end. So I don't know what to do for the big finish. Do I get a fucking marching band? Do I get a magician? Do I get a drag act? I don't know. This is what I need you guys to comment what you would like to see while you're pissed as the finale of the show. Because it's actually really difficult. I'm doing my fucking 3rd tour. The options are running out. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to have naked men this time. Sorry. We nearly got thrown out of Bristol Church. I can't have that again. So yeah, that's what I need you guys to give me. Reverend, I actually caught up with Reverend the other day. So we had a meeting, but we decided to go for lunch before. I had a Prosecco, he had a tea. He had a little teapot and a dicky bow. And he just makes my heart burst into a million pieces. He's the sweetest little lamb ever. But yeah, he's good. He's still alive. He's still making his own mayo. He's just so fucking cute. And he was talking to me about wine, a lot. Talking about specific ones from Italy and all of that. And I just thought, he's so knowledgeable. I would live with him, I think. I would move into his house. I did the Brits red carpet. I got to interview people with Kiss. Sensational. I was shit myself a little bit, actually. I went short hair, short back and sides. It was really scary, but I saw some fucking iconic people. I spoke to Jade Thirlwell and she called me funny. And this is just a PSA to Jade, if you would like to come on. I feel like this is giving very Angel of Me Dreams. Come on the pod. I'll get you whatever drink. Water, Prosecco, champagne. A Magnum. I don't know. Whatever she wants, I can get that for her. I would love to have her on, so come on, please. But everyone I met was really Do you know who else was really, really lovely? Professor Green. Professor Green was so nice. And at the end of the interview, he went, I don't want to speak to anyone else. This is really fun. And I thought, I remember listening to Ill Manners pretending that I had a hard life. One of his songs, and I'd listen to it yeah, fucking fuck the system. But there was nothing to do with me. I lived in a country village. But I really enjoyed it. So yeah, Professor Green, love you. Anyone else that I spoke to? I finally met Olivia Atwood. I had Pete and Olivia. They were lovely. Olivia was so lovely. She was so tall. She smelled really nice. That was weird. But yeah, she was really, really lovely. Everyone was amazing. And do you know what I did? I didn't even attend the Brits afterwards. I got my slippers on and I went home and watched it on the telly with Noodle and Ella. And it was fucking great. Jack Whitehall did a great job. I actually will say, I know it's controversial because everyone's like, oh shit. I really enjoyed it. And he really roasted KSI. I hope KSI's all right at home. KSI's on Britain's Got Talent. Get me on there. Get me as a judge. Can I be a bitch? Sometimes I find choirs a bit cringe. You know, when they're really giving it some and they're doing all this with their hands, I find it fucking cringe. I find it really, really fucking cringe. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I think I've got an insecurity because when people are like proper popping and locking and fucking doing all this, I just think, what are you doing? Or when people are really making facial expressions when they sing, like, it makes me want to crawl out my body and die. But I think maybe that's because I have no talent and I'm internally jealous of them. So these are your questions. Audience felt a little bit crazy. Thoughts on celeb Big Brother lineup? I'm going to be honest with you here. Jojo Siwa, sensational. I'm going to put a bet on it. Chris Hughes and Ella Wise are going to fuck. That's 100% happening. 100%. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling. We all know Chris Hughes. I just think that's 100% going to happen. Who's the old bloke that went in? Can we Google that? I don't know if it's Mickey Rourke. I don't know what his name is. He walked in to that Big Brother house like he actually is like an old pervy man. Like he went up to AJ, giving it all. He turned her around, then shoved her ass into him. And I just thought, he's like, I want to stay here with you. And I just thought, I don't know. He just gives me bad vibes. He gives me bad fucking vibes. And he's going, I haven't watched the show. But you probably know what it is, do you know what I mean? You got sent a contract and your manager's probably told you. So he's going, I don't know what's going on. You do know what's going on, do you know what I mean? Like, you've been given the brief. And then they got an opportunity to go into this room to win prizes. Bearing in mind, people have won money or whatever, like points, to go in there. And he has just walked in. Barely. And he's gone, I'll go in, and just walk straight in. I thought, he is one of those entitled men. I don't like him. That's me. That's how I feel. And also, Danny Beard, sensational. Love that Danny's in there. The rest of them don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. Donna Preston sounds familiar, but... And Chesney, was he in EastEnders? I don't know. Oh, Angelica Bell, CBeebies, remember her? That is a blast from the past. The rest of them, fuck knows. Fuck knows. I don't know if Chesney's going to be able to handle it. He seems too kind. You can't be kind to go in that house. So yeah, that's how I feel. And my socks clean, yeah. Any big plans for the Dublin show? We've booked a guest for Dublin. There are 2 other podcasters. They're gay. That's all I'm giving you. But they sound like a fucking laugh. And we need that. Do you know what I mean? That we need good vibes. I've had like so many different guests for Dublin over the years, but like, I think these ones will be cool. I'm excited. Dublin never lets me down, and I'm sure they won't either. What will your go-to drink be on the tour? All right, I'll tell you, me rider. 4 bottles of Prosecco in my dressing room. Then I'll have a few Nature Valley bars to soak it up. Some nicotine things to keep me going. And what else do I have? Sometimes crisps. I don't like crisps, but my team does. So I'll get like crisps and stuff. And usually I might have like a Wagamama's during half time just to fill me boots. Bit of ramen. Bit of bang bang cauliflower. Yeah, that's what I usually have on my rider. Works a treat every time. And I have to get 4 bottles because people steal them. And usually my guests as well, they'll drink on it too. So yeah, that's my go-to. Would you ever consider coming to New Zealand and Australia? Let me fucking tell you something. After my first tour, we were meant to be going to Australia on tour. This was like, when was my first tour? Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago? We were meant to be going, but it was going to cost more for us to go out there, blah, blah. But I know that there is a big audience in Australia, okay, and New Zealand that want me. Who can blame you? But I think maybe we'll consider it. I think maybe, yeah. It's not going to be this year, but we might do it next year. So yeah, take time off work. Take the whole of 2026 off work. I'm not going to lie, it's not this year because I've just gotten over the flight from I'm a Celeb. Yeah, that's not for the week. No matter how much travel sickness and champagne I had, wasn't enough. So yeah, I'll be there though, have no fear. Can you get Ella to put in a word and get another lioness on the pod? Do you know what? I'd quite like to actually maybe have... I don't know. Do you know what the thing about footballers is, guys? And I'll tell you this. They're very PR trained. Apart from Rusha. Rusha was fucking incredible. She was talking about her fanny flaps. But when they're still in, they have to be so careful with what they say. They can't really be like, you know. So what I'm thinking is maybe we get a retired lioness or a retired someone, because they can have a joke. They've got nothing to lose. And this podcast will make you lose your career. I've been there. So yeah, if that's okay, comment who you'd want that's maybe retired. But yeah, they can't have fun. It's a shame. Anyway, if you and Ella get married, who will walk down the aisle? Me, bitch. Hello? I'm going to be wearing the dress. Ella's not going to wear a dress. She's going to wear like some sort of sexy fucking, dunno, like trousers and a thing. Nipple tassels. Dunno. But I'm going to wear the dress. So I'm walking down the aisle and that's that. If you were a worm, would Ella still love you? Should we ask her? My angel. Hello. I just have a quick question that someone's asked me on my pod that I'd like you to answer. Yeah? If I was a worm, would you still love me?
Depends.
What do you mean depends?
Depends if you could talk and that.
If I could talk?
Yeah, like if you could talk back to me and that, then yeah.
What if I couldn't talk?
No use then, are you? Who am I going to talk to?
So would you take me to work with you?
Yeah, I'd put you in a little takeaway box.
You would?
Yeah, I'd put you some leaves in there. I'd just put you in a little like Chinese takeaway box so I can see you, so it's see-through.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Yeah, it's a bit weird though.
Yeah, of course, but God willing, I'm not going to end up...
I'd be a bit disappointed if you couldn't talk, because then I'm not really going to have anyone to talk to.
Would the lack of, like, shagging put you off? Okay.
There'd have to be some little ground rules, maybe.
I'm sure I could still do something as a worm.
No, that would make me feel sick. Do not even.
Yeah, no, sorry, that's actually bestiality. Okay.
I wouldn't even be able to kiss you.
That's all right. Fuck off then. That's not very nice.
Because that's a worm.
Yeah. It's me. It's me. Okay, well, thank you for answering that. I appreciate it.
Imagine you as a worm with all your hair extensions.
You silly ass.
Right.
Okay, thank you for answering that. I love you.
Love you,
Bye. The answer was no. Why did you end up calling Noodle Noodle? Noodle's called Noodle because the Asian toy poodle... I love Wagamamas. We always have Wagamamas, and Noodle rhymes with poodle. So that was it, really. He was just automatically Noodle. Like, I wanted to call him, like, I don't know, like, I wanted to get a really ugly dog, like buck teeth, some missing hair, and call him like Dave or Gareth or something like funny. And Ella was like, I'm not, or like, you know, something like Anna Nicole Smith. Like, I wanted like an iconic name. And Ella was like, I'm not running around the park shouting Anna Nicole Smith. So I was like, yeah, that's fair. So we settled on Noodle. And I think he suits Noodle because you can call him Noodle Bums, Noo. And I always go, who's got noodles in his bums? And everyone looks at me weird, but it just works. So there we are. Would you recommend getting a dog with your partner? No. Aside from the arsehole licking, if Ella tries to kiss me, he's very much, I think I'm his mum, right? So he's very protective of me. So if Ella tries to kiss me, he'll try and bite her face. In a nice way, obviously, not an aggressive Rottweiler way, but, you know, he'll try and bite her face. And I'm like, oh. So he gets quite like that. So as you can imagine, it's stalled some parts of the relationship a little bit. And, you know, they're so expensive. You've got to worry about them. So, yeah. But he is our son. And we do love him. So maybe if you've been together a while, but if you're in a lesbian relationship, a year is like 12. So would you go on Celebrity Bake Off? No, purely because I once tried to make a pastry and it looked like a breast implant. So I just don't think that's for me. Do you find being a queer celebrity has been a different experience than before you were out? I think people are nicer to me, weirdly. Don't know why. Yeah, or maybe it's just because they know I'm not flirting with them if they're men. So maybe that's why they're just nicer to me. They think, fucking hell, thank God. But no, I think people are just nicer. But then maybe not. No, I don't know. I don't think anything's really changed, actually. Apart from when I'm on Loose Women, they love to get a young gay opinion in. So I'm that card. They're like, what do you go on as a little lesbian? What do you think? I'm like, all right, I'll take this one. So that helps. That's probably why I'm still on the show. So thank you. Would you get any more tattoos? No. And I could fucking talk about this for about 400 years. Let me tell you that I've got 4 tattoos. A cherry on my pussy, red mushrooms on my arm with a fairy with her tits out, and a snake wrapped round a garden on my arm, and 444 on my wrist. I only like the 444 because it's got some meaning to it. Ella kept saying 444 when she was on her way to see me in Australia, and it's like an angel number for fucking you're in the right place or something. Thank God she was on the right plane. So yeah, but the red mushroom tattoo, I can't even get it fucking lasered because it would take 700 sessions. This one's all right. Do you know what I just wish? I wish I was a little girly girl with like a fucking clean canvas and not red mushrooms on my arm. Like, I think like some people suit tattoos, right? They look really cool. They have like a nose ring and like, you know, they like wear like baggy jeans, like low rise. If I wore that, I would look fucking ridiculous. Like, I just don't suit the aesthetic to have tattoos, you know? One fucking thing I will say is one bitch tried to tell me my tattoos were shit while she had a tramp stamp colourful butterfly on the bottom of her back. And I'll leave that there. But anyway, yeah, be careful. If you're 18 and thinking of getting a tattoo, don't fucking do it. Wait till you're like 22, 23, and you'll still hate them, but at least you were older. Do you want to know what tattoo I was going to get when I turned 17? 2 bows at the back of my thigh. Like a bow on each thigh. Not the sigh. Yeah, I was going to fucking get that. And that's why you wait till you're older, guys, yeah? Okay. Worst customer experience at Costa. Do you know what it is? Most of the rude bastards were old, like OAP vibes. They just weren't very nice. Yeah, I would say... I mean, worst customer experience, there were so many that I couldn't even... People were just fucking rude. Sorry that I can't heat up water any more than it's heated up for your Americano. Sorry I can't make your Americano extra hot. Sorry that I let out a sigh when you asked for a decaf 3 extra shot foam fucking oat milk cappuccino. Like, sorry I sighed. But we've got a queue out the door and you want a fucking arsehole drink, right? That's how I feel. Apart from that, it was really good. One thing I don't tell you about is cleaning toilets in a job like that. Why are you shitting up the wall in Costa? I get coffee's a laxative, but why are you shitting up the wall? Once I found a bottle of brandy and a pregnancy test on the side. And I thought, it's either been an amazing day or a horrible day for someone. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, I've got some dating questions. How do you tell if someone likes you back? Fuck knows. I I think some people are really obvious with it. If they want to meet you, speak to you, or make an effort to speak to you, you know, they're giving you the vibe. If they've given you a little kiss or whatever, I'd say. Or actually, some people think if they don't try and sleep with you, they don't like you. But I would say if someone actually likes you, they won't sleep with you to start with sometimes. I remember I really wanted to fucking get it in with Ella first time I met her and she wouldn't sleep with me. And I thought, well, she hates me. But it turns out she just respected me. So that's funny. So yeah, maybe that's how you can tell. Get the vibes. Or maybe make some like flirty jokes. See what they say. Like, see what they say back. I don't know what flirty jokes you do because I can't flirt. Me and Ella were looking back at our messages. Our like first few messages to each other. It was awful. It was so fucking cringe. We were just laying it on each other like nothing had ever seen before. It was disgusting. So yeah, lay it on thick, see what they say. See if they reciprocate it. What is your advice for someone turning 18 and get pissed as a fart? I'd say 18 is the age you can just fucking live your life. You can do what you want, make loads of mistakes because everyone's going to go, they're only 18. They're only 18. So that's what you've got on your side here. You don't get hangovers at 18. Go out clubbing. If you don't like clubbing, go to pubs, go to beer gardens, fucking date around, have loads of fun. Don't get into strangers' cars and wouldn't suggest dogging either. Go on the dating sites and just have loads of fun and probably prioritise that over work. Is that bad to say? Maybe. But you've got the rest of your life to work. So yeah, and if you're not someone that's very sociable, that's fine too. Maybe try knitting. Knitting and drinking. What could go wrong? How would you deal with your partner's ex popping up? I'll go to prison, probs. I would say... Oh, I don't know. It's got the circumstances. It's got to be, you know, you've got to see, first of all, have they spoken? Why are they popping up? What's the reason? Have they liked a picture or something? Do you know what I mean? Has there been a reason for them popping up? If no, see how they react. Like Ella would probably go, babe, what the fuck? Look at this. I'd look at it and then she'd probably go, fucking silly swear word, and then block them. And I'd like that she dealt with it like that. She wouldn't even reply. Or she'd go, don't ever message me again, and block them. But if they're like, oh, they just need some closure, then I'd be like, pardon. But, you know, some people's exes are crazy. So, sex tips for new lesbians. I mean, it's like stabbing in the dark, really. Don't ask me. I don't know. Lay there. Just get with someone that knows what they're doing, I think. That's what I did. And also maybe go in with confidence. I was really scared to grab Ella's boob for the first 6 months. That's how I felt. I was like this. And then I'd shy away. Or like grab her bum. But yeah, maybe just be confident. What could go wrong? And maybe, what else? Don't use massage oil as lube. Your vagina will swell right up. Awful. It's like a balloon. So yeah, that's my sex tip for you. Start off with fingering. Then hope for the best. See what happens after. Well, that was the end of the questions. Thank you for all of those. Just a reminder, tickets are in bio. If you want to buy some for the Jungle Fever tour, you're not going to regret it. You'll see Denise Welch. Come on now, stop it. But no, yeah, just buy the tickets, have fun. And just make September your bitch. Make sure you also let us know what you want the big finish to be. You want a drag artist? You want what? Let me know and I'll fucking make it happen. Within reason, we are on a budget. And that's it. Love you, bye.